first. Trent is one of the best young players in the country.
You putting Trent first right now is a war crime.
It's not a war crime.
It's a war crime.
Man said a war crime.
Man said it's a war crime. I think it's a war zone or something.
Bro, it's a war crime.
It's not a war crime. Who's Walker? What's Walker done this season? What's Walker done that? What's Walker pulled up trees?
Oh my days.
Has
What
Walker
has Trent
pulled
done
up
this
trees?
season? What has Trent done this season?
No, I'm not. I understand. Trent this
You don't
season.
understand.
No, I do understand.
You don't understand. You don't
Trent hasn't
understand.
been great.
You don't
But
understand.
Let's rein it in. Let's rein it in.
let's also look at what he's done throughout.
I don't give a toss about what he's done
So-
3 years ago. I don't give a toss about
Why not?
Because, bro, the Euros are this year.
No, but it
this
speaks to the player.
I
that
don't
he
know,
is.
it doesn't. I don't
So
care.
you don't care about what kind of player he is?
I don't care.
You don't care about the quality of the player?
We all know he has quality, but what he's done this season, I'm sorry, he doesn't merit to be first on the list. That's outrageous, bro.
The reason why is, has anyone clearly been better than him?
Yes!
No. So
Oh my days!
That might be worth the hat, I gotta say.
No. I'm saying better than him to deserve to start over at England over.
Wait,
for
so
England.
Trent has been better than everyone on this list this year?
No, Trent is a better player than everyone else. But no one has performed to a point where they
I can't
usurp
believe
him.
this.
No one has performed to a point where they usurp him as England's starting right back. Kyle Walker is a steady Eddie type guy. He hasn't even been a starter all season
Okay.
or City.
Okay.
He plays well for England. We were also talking about potentially using him at centre back.
Yeah?
For me, Trent Alexander-Arnold
Bro.
starts at right
Bro,
back.
bro.
And also bear in mind, in my formation, I had
Bro.
Henderson and Rice.
Bro.
So I'm looking for more creativity. So I've gone with Trent Alexander-Arnold.
Bro, let me just say, just to like be a bit level-headed in it. Like, fair enough, cool. You know my thoughts towards Trent. Like,
I
I
know
speak
the
about-
agenda.
It's not even agenda.
What's
but
that agenda?
What I was gonna say is,
Oh, you've got a bloody
one
agenda.
sec,
What
one
agenda?
sec, one
The
sec,
guy
guys,
is
one
just-
sec, one sec.
What, the guys what?
One
Say
sec,
what you want to say.
one sec,
Cool, bro,
man, one
that's cool,
sec,
bro.
one sec.
Hey,
Cool. When it comes to Trent, yeah, one thing that we do need to understand is he is a quality player, no doubt. Like,
No, just
I
don't
mean,
believe that.
One sec. Let me.
Go.
Yeah, recycle it, innit? It gets emotional, man. It gets emotional.
It does.
Cool. When we think about Trent Alexander-Arnold, quality player. I mean, I don't think, and again, I'll disagree with you, Josh, here, where you can discredit what he's achieved being a core part of the Liverpool success, innit? Like, you can't dismiss that, and you can't discredit that, innit? Especially from the fact that a right back has been able to control games. We've never seen that before, innit?
That's
However-
one of the reasons why it's not my... Go on.
However- One thing that I don't think you're factoring in enough is the weaknesses.
Oh,
The form. The form is, yeah, exactly. The weaknesses and the form. A player can have weaknesses and you will still take him. You'll overlook that, which you're doing, and that's fine. But then the form is a big thing, innit?
But I agree with what you're saying. I agree with everything you said. But I also think you're going to see that when he's playing next to Kabak and Nat Phillips and them and them.
But
We already
I
he's
know,
been
man.
next to Maguire.
Yeah, at England he's not
No, I
necessarily-
understand that, but they're better than Nat Phillips and Kabak, firstly.
But bro,
Secondly,
you have to think, yeah, this England team, their weakest point is their defence anyway, yeah? That's where they're weakest, yeah?
yeah, but you
And then there's
trying to
one of the
bang
weakest
2 eggs,
right
though.
back.
You man are trying to bang 2 eggs.
Yeah, that's
though.
why I wouldn't play Trent.
That's what, exactly, that's why I'm not playing Trent.
that's
And
the only
I'm
reason why I
banging
said-
Henderson and Rice. And
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
why I'm
yeah,
playing
that's
Trent.
fine, that's fine.
I think
I'm
even
just
still,
saying-
yeah, cool. Your point about how he's coming now and you haven't seen a right back control games, cool, that's fair enough, innit? With England, you don't need Trent to come in and control games, bro. That's not his job for England.
Fair enough. What's your rebuttal to that?
Klopp has that system set in place for Liverpool. He doesn't have that role in England, bro. He's not there to control games.
But my thing, that's the issue though. You guys are saying what they've been doing so far hasn't worked. You want them to be more attacking. This guy is the epitome of an attacking right back.
No,
No,
but
you
I
guys
don't
want to
think-
be more. You guys are saying what they were doing, what
Yeah,
they've done
man.
is not working in terms of the 4-2-3-1. You want them to play 2-8.
England.
Yeah, you said you want them
Yeah,
to
yeah,
play
but
more
that's why I
attacking
wouldn't
football.
play,
You want them to control
a
games.
right back who's weak defensively, innit?
Fair, regardless.
He's the weakest defensively out of all the right backs.
Any team that you
I-
play
I
against,
understand
any team
that.
that you play against is saying get onto that guy, bro. And
Yeah,
then-
that's fine. That's fine though. But whatever he's giving up defensively, he's making up for it.
I think, look,
as long as you make it a priority to get the best out of him, bro. You think Harry Kane is
Just
smiling when
But
the trend is whipping and boosting?
But this is my point, though.
Come
bro.
on, man.
In
You
a-
man are disrespecting
No, but
Trent
hold on.
Alexander-Arnold.
In a
Why are you
team,
saying
in a
that? I
team,
didn't
in a team where you have Jack Grealish, you have Harry Kane, you have Sterling, you have Sancho, you have all these players. I'm not prioritising getting the most out of Trent Alexander-Arnold.
Wait,
Come on.
before you
Why
respond,
not?
wait,
Trent Alexander is the
that?
best player in the world at his position.
wait, one second.
What?
Stop. Hey, let's bring it back.
What's wrong with this guy?
Let's bring it back. Let's bring it back. Cool.
Trent.
Just as a Josh, wait.
The funny thing is,
Wait.
what are you gonna? What's your rebuttal? He's top 2.
Trent is better than Joshua Kimmich.
Joshua Kimmich doesn't bang right back anymore.
Joshua Kimmich is a better right back.
He's a centre mid.
He's a better right back.
He's a centre mid now. Josh Kimmich is not the right back anymore.
So
what do you mean? Oh my, Josh Kimmich.
Anything that Trent Josh Kimmich plays right back, he's better than Trent.
Josh Kimmich don't bang right back.
He's a better right. I don't care.
Can I bring it back now? Can we leave it? Can we leave it?
Nah. You're a Liverpool fan. You're not
far from.
You're not United.
I just appreciate what Trent's about.
Can I come in now, lads? Are you not still?
I'm calm. Go on.
I just don't understand the Trent slander.
Go on.
Can I talk now?
Yeah.
Are you not done?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
No, go ahead.
Maybe. Go on.
Cool. And don't interrupt me. I'll get you guys to come back and do your argument and do your deciding.
Cool.
What I'll say is, cool, on my list, again, technical difficulties as they have bamboozled me, but...
sorry, just to interrupt. You said Trent / Reece James.
Yeah, I said Trent / Reece James, so I think
just
right now, I still am in... I don't know yet who I would take as the second right back in it, because I think that Reece
So
James,
you're saying you might leave Trent at home?
There's the potential to leave Trent at home.
Oh my days, bro.
Do you think Trent is...
So what? You think that's alright?
You think Trent is flipping God disguised?
No, he's not God, bro. He's the best player in the world at his position.
No, he is not.
How can you not take him?
No, he is not.
Okay, it's all relative anyway. You might gonna say who Cancelo, because that's the only other person in the conversation.
I'll say Cancelo.
Okay, that's fine. They're on the same level.
Cool.
So, and you're gonna leave that guy at home.
I don't think, the form is big. This is what you're not factoring in.
You're not factoring it at all, bro. Like, the form.
I still think to leave that at home.
Your whole thing is based on, and this is what I'm saying, and this is what we have to remember now. In his team, Trent works because he says he's playing Declan Rice and Henderson, and you have to remember that. Like, let's not bash it because that's why I'm not bashing it, because I think in his team, that makes sense. That's the way he wants to play.
That's the best line.
I personally don't need Trent in my team. I don't think Trent is the game changer to the reason why England can win the Euros. I think there's so many more players.
Do you think he's capable of being that?
Do I think he's capable of being the reason why England win the Euros?
Unless Klopp becomes manager of England, bro. No.
Unless Gareth Southgate butts up his ideas.
And do you think Trent? You don't think Trent is a system player?
I think to an extent, he's a system player, but at the same time, it's down to the manager to get the best out of your players. This guy has shown, in terms of the level that he can reach, there's very few people in the England squad that can even chat to him in terms of peak. And your job is to get him to that level. If he plays at that level for England, bro, that's a complete... Cool. Sterling will be eating on the back post. Harry Kane will be eating. That's a different...
Cool. Let me break it down like this, yeah? Trent is the biggest system player in this England team, innit? For one. Two, when
the team that's winning titles, by the way, and Champions League.
Cool. Fair enough. But when you're playing in an international competition, yeah, the coach doesn't have enough time to implement a system as deeply regimented as, for example, a club team. For example, like Klopp, what Southgate is doing, Klopp is doing, Southgate can't do because you don't have enough time with the players. Do you get what I'm saying? So my point is, you don't have enough time to prioritise getting the best out of Trent, even though he's a quality player. You don't have enough time to prioritise all your assets on Trent.
That means you can't do that with anyone then?
Huh?
Why can you do that with
No, less so on Trent because he's a right back. We've never seen a right back do this before.
Yeah, in the modern game, fullbacks are some of the most creative players.
But defensively as well, we still factor that in. I think one thing that Trent has done, in my opinion, he's hoodwinked a lot of people to say a right back should only need to create, and as long as he creates...
anyone says only is just inaccurate.
I think he's hoodwinked a lot of people though, in terms of the fact that he's generational, for example. Because just because we've never seen it before doesn't make you generational.
That's fine.
And that's why... Okay, cool. Let's get some results now because...
time is scarce.
Yeah.
But listen, I mean, you man said it, innit? Walker number 1, Trent. Or you want to say Reece James above Trent?
No, I'm saying Trippier over Trent.
I mean, look, if it comes down to...
I'm saying Trippier over Trent.
Look, one sec. If it comes down to...
I can actually defend myself.
One sec. If it comes down to taking a second right back in Reece James, Trent or Trippier, I'll go with Trent in it. However, I do want to hear as a final point... Wait, one sec. Let me just put Kyle Walker first. I want to hear... Yeah, I will. I just want to hear why Trippier first.
Alright, cool. So for me, of all the fullbacks in this list, Trippier has the most assists this season. And he's been injured for a large majority. I think he's coming back now though, but to be fair. But he's got 6 assists a season, innit? Yeah, don't smile at me.
Nah, he got suspended, innit, for betting.
Oh yeah, cool, yeah.
You're telling me about assists and you want Trippier over Trent?
Hold on, bro. Hold on. Because your guy has not put the same...
He's not my guy. He's not my guy. I'm just
Alright,
saying he's the best.
Cool, whatever. Atletico this season as well. They're first in the Liga. They've been the best team in the Liga this season. Trippier's
Are they first in the league?
Yeah, they are.
Yes, they are. Go and check it, bro, please. I know what I'm talking
No,
about.
last time I checked it was...
Anyway, cool. So, yeah, he's been a big part of that as well, yeah?
Yeah.
Atletico this season, what they've done as well, don't know how much you guys have watched them, but as well as England, they sometimes go to 3 at the back and then play 4 midfield, innit? Trippier plays as the right of the 4, yeah. England, obviously, I know this list is based on what we would do, but when I kind of looked at the options on this list, I looked at what Southgate could possibly do as well, and we explored options of them going with 3 at the back with Kyle Walker, and you might have said advocated for Trent being on the right of that. I'm saying Trippier, he's played that system this season quite a few times, so he's used to that system. Trent hasn't played that system this season. That's why I think Trippier is a valid second option over Trent, and he's in better form than Trent as well.
I don't think so, man. I'm not on the same page. Pretty much. I just think there's no way you can take Trippier over Trent. I think you might have had a bit. I haven't like pre them like that at Atletico, but
So
I still don't think
you've seen how bad Trent has been this season, and you're still taking him first.
Yes,
One sec.
Take him first.
Cool.
Because there's context, bro. He lost the best. He's already bad defensively, and he's lost the best defender in the world. Let's not get hung up on this time.
This is the last question to the segment or to the episode. And it's to you, if Aubameyang was English, you wouldn't take him to the Euros? Just bear with me, innit?
Would I take Aubameyang? I'd take Aubameyang.
You take him?
Yeah, I'd take Aubameyang.
I just wanted to
only because the guys that are in contention to be backup striker are Calvert-Lewin, Danny Ings.
Even despite his bad form, like terrible
Yeah, I still
season.
take him.
I just want to see the consistency.
Yeah, I still take him.
Because
Because
Aubameyang was regarded as a world-class
I still
striker.
take him. Because I'm comfortable. If Harry Kane gets injured and I've got Aubameyang starting in there, might have 5 goals this season, I'm still good with it.
So you're ready to, because of how well Trent has shown he can play, you're ready to discount everything that he's had this season?
I'm not discounting everything. I'm just saying no one has usurped him. No one has played well enough to say, boom, I am now the starting right back.
Every right back on this list has had a better season than Trent.
Yeah, but they haven't had a clear season to where I'm saying, boom, he's proved he should start over Trent.
But this is what you're not understanding. Trent has played so bad.
But you're saying
I don't think he played that bad as well.
Look,
I still think he played that bad.
I think that's
it's relative.
you covering your eyes a bit. But what I'm saying,
the context is also important as well.
Wait, what's the context? Because Van Dijk's not there.
What do you mean? Because Van Dijk's not there. Van Dijk's the best defender in the
So
world.
what players rely?
What? So Trent can't function without Van Dijk? Is that what we're saying?
It's not that he can't function without Van Dijk, but let's just look at the obvious. He's already suspect defensively, and he loses the best centre back in the world.
But England,
he's paired with Maguire and Stones, and neither of them are fantastic defenders.
Yeah, well, they're still better than Kabak.
Darren, come on.
Let's not go around and
going from best centre back in the world. The drop off from Van Dijk to Maguire and Stones is not even.
And I like Stones, but defensively he's not the greatest.
Significant.
No, but I still think Trent starts. Like, I still think he starts.
No, but we're not disagreeing with that now. We're trying to understand the logic, because the logic isn't consistent now. That's what I'm saying. I'd rather you just say.
Where's the inconsistency?
I'd rather just say you ignore his bad season.
It's not that I'm ignoring his bad season though. Who
was
clearly said I am in the starting right back?
It's because I think personally what you're doing is that you're using all these other right backs to Trent and measuring them up to
Trent's previous success.
Yeah,
that's
when you can't really do that, because no one's gonna hit Trent's peak.
Yeah, that's the reason why I'm taking him.
And that's fair enough. That's
the reason why I'm taking him.
I mean, we'll still put Trent there because I said, like, if it came down to those three, Reece James, Trippier, and Trent,
yeah.
I take Trent. I'm still not.
What are you saying? What? Ramsaka don't get a look in.
So what? You're trying to take?
No.
You're still not what? You're trying to take Reece James or Trippier over Trent?
I said if it came down to them three, I'd pick Trent.
Okay, no, but you said I'm still not, as if you were...
I said, yeah, I'm still not sure though. I'm just saying for the sake of this argument, I'll pick Trent. But I'm still not convinced, like, by Trent's defensive prowess. Like, I'm just not convinced. He needs to show me that he can defend and defend consistently.
He's got
over
4
a long
games
period.
straight.
And tournament football is a lot about your defense. Like, you win the Euros because your defense has been good.
Fair.
And
But I still think you're talking about you want to play expansive football. You guys want to control games.
No, I don't need Trent to do that.
Yeah,
but Trent in a team that's playing like that is performing at a crazy clip. As in, no right back on this. You man, the one that said it. You want to play more attacking football.
Yeah.
How could you not put Trent in that?
But then this is what I'm saying. For the same reason that you're playing Declan Rice and Henderson,
exactly.
That's the same reason why we're not playing
Yeah,
Trent.
exactly.
Yeah, I know. But
I'm
I'm fine with that though. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, but you're questioning it.
Yeah, I'm questioning the fact that you potentially want to leave Trent at home. So you potentially want to leave Trent at home, and you're saying you put Trippier above Trent. That is sacrilegious.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
That is sacrilegious.
No, it is not.
That is genuine.
I don't agree with Trippier over Trent.
Exactly.
Trippier, I'm taking Trippier over Trent.
Click that.
So if you're taking 2 and you're not weighing up between Trent and Trippier, you're weighing it up between Trent and Reece James.
Me, yeah. Because Reece James has had a very solid season. And I think, well, again, we're not trying to factor in too much what Southgate does, but Southgate really likes Reece James as well and plays him in a lot of the games. But at the end of the day, I just think the experience thing, because it is a second option, I just give the edge to Trent because Trent has done it at a bigger stage than Reece James. But at the end of the day, I think what you're not factoring in again, and look, feel free to disagree, of course. You already disagreed. I don't think you're factoring in how bad a season Trent has had. You don't think Trent has had a bad season, and that is worrying.
Let Trent come up.
So you don't think it's been that bad?
Yeah, I don't think he's been that bad. Everyone says he's been abysmal. Josh was like, oh, he's been horrible.
He's been one of the worst right backs this season.
Darren,
that's why I brought up the context. Losing Virgil van Dijk when you're already suspect defensively.
I don't like the argument that a player holds your hand.
Yeah.
But bro, it doesn't matter
What's
it doesn't matter whether you like it or not. It's the reality. When the guy's giving you double-digit assists every season, bro, you're fine with it if he's suspect defensively. Especially when he's leading especially when he's leading you to Champions League.
But then if he's not giving you double-digit assists, and he's the soul, or not the soul, but he's a big reason and a big game plan for the opposing team, and they start winning games based on attacking you, what happens then?
It's yet to be seen.
Take that risk.
It's yet to be seen.
We're going to start in the media and say, get to see it.
No, it's yet to be seen. It's yet to be
I guess
seen.
one last thing is worth considering as well. Like last squad Southgate picked, he actually had 3 right backs in there.
Yeah.
And
Walker,
none of them were Trent.
Yeah, Walker, he had Reece James and he had Trippier, all 3 in the squad. So he takes Walker potentially as like a centre-back backup as well, which is sort of where he's
What I'm worried about is England could do bad, and if Trent doesn't go, it'll be Trent, he didn't take Trent. England could do well, not win it, and they'd say they would win it.
Gone over the hump if Trent didn't. Yeah,
Exactly.
Trent
That's
didn't.
what I'm worried about.
That's not the angle I'd come from, but it depends on how is the player in his place performing. If Kyle Walker's having a great tournament, you're not gonna go saying, "Oh, why didn't you take Trent?" Like, it all depends on how the guy that you're taking ahead of him plays.
Cool. You guys taking 2 and leaving the rest at home, yeah?
No, I'd actually take.
I'd
probably take. I might take 3 because Walker's going as a centre back. Then you can.
In your team, is Walker going as an option at centre back?
No, I think you've got to take 4 centre backs. So I'll probably take 2.
I'm taking 2. I've already said.
Yeah, I'll probably
You're
take
taking 2 right backs?
Yeah, I wouldn't take 3 right backs.
No, I'll probably take 2.
I think I'll take 3.
So if you were to take 3, who would you take?
I'll take Walker, Trippier and Trent.
I got my eye on the ball, yeah. I got my eye on the ball, I got my eye on the ball, yeah. I got my eye on the ball, I got my eye on the ball.